And welcome to DiSanto Field. We are on the campus of Case Western Reserve University for this Wednesday night women's soccer match with the host school, the Spartans of Case Western, and Mount Union University, the Purple Raiders. Spartans come into tonight's match in 5 matches, 3 wins, no losses, 2 ties. Mount Union comes in after 5 matches, 2 wins, and 3 ties. However, the Purple Raiders are really good on the road. They are undefeated, 2-0 on the road this year. They just need to stay away from home. They're 0-3. Spartans wearing white with their blue numerals on their back. Mount Union in their black. And that's an offside on Case Western Reserve University. Spartan starters will go like this. CC DePino is a junior midfielder. Katie Rischel, a senior defender. Abigail Menesis, a senior midfielder. Alexis Sassauer, junior midfielder. Mackenzie Mueller, junior midfielder. Kinsley Gutmann, first-year defender. Kaylee Bannock, sophomore defender. Sydney Shake, senior midfielder. Molly Shama, a junior forward. And Kat Saruhaus, a sophomore defender. In goal for head coach Alyssa Johnson will be the grad student, the young woman who's been in goal. It seems like she stepped on the foot of this campus 5 years ago now, Maggie Storty. Spartans coming off a tie at Otterbein a Saturday ago, scoreless tie. Before that, they had knocked off Baldwin Wallace at Baldwin Wallace 2-0. University of Mount Union coming in. They have lost 2 games in a row. They lost to Grove City, 3-1, and then Saturday they lost to Wittenberg, both games at home, 2-1, the final. Today's women's match coming off a late afternoon men's match that saw the Spartan men improve to 4-2 on the season as they knocked off Marietta in a shutout, 2-0. This is Mount Union. This is Madeline Boulis with the left footer, and a nice save, diving a save, by Maggie Storty. So Boulis broke free, the junior from Pittsburgh, and Storty stopped her. Maggie Storty, what a career she's had. 5'6" in goal, grad student. If you go all the way back to 2020, everybody remembers 2020. It was a spring season. She didn't have the fall season. Then in the spring of 2021, the Spartans played just a handful of games, and Maggie started in just 1 game that year. Since that time, though, sophomore, junior, senior year, and now her grad season, Storty in goal for the Spartans has started every game. 20 her sophomore, 22 her junior, 18 her senior year, so add those up, that's 42-50, that's 60 straight starts. And if you look at this year, the 6th match of the season, that's 66 straight starts in goal for Maggie Storty, and she's already got a save to start this game in the first couple of minutes. Spartans on the far side. With it is Molly Shama, and Molly went right at the net. And a stop for Mount Union. Leanne Williams is in goal for the Purple Raiders. Let's take a look at that starting setup for Mount Union. You got Madeline Boulis, the junior forward who had that shot on goal just a moment ago. Logan Godfrey, a senior defender. Jillian Pigeon, a senior forward. Tegan Johnston, a senior defender. Lauren Bailey, a junior midfielder. Frankie Daubert, sophomore defender. Maya Ellison, a freshman midfielder, as that shot sails wide. Sean Blake, a freshman midfielder. Ella Dinwiddie, a sophomore midfielder. Maddie Adams, a freshman defender. And in goal, the freshman Leanne Williams. So it's a corner kick for the Spartans. And doing it for Case will be Alexis Sassauer. Spartans gather just outside the bench, or the box rather. Sassauer, beautiful crossing pass, and it's headed out by Mount Union. Sassauer with a real nice corner kick. Whitney Young High School for Alexis, Chicago. This is her third season on campus here at Case Western Reserve. CWRU, nice job on the far side defensively. Spartans come into this match defensively. If you take a look at what they've been able to do against their opponents, they shut out Kenyon. They gave up 2 goals in a win at Puget Sound. They tied, giving up 1 goal at Pacific Lutheran. They shut out Baldwin Wallace, and then they were in a scoreless tie against Otterbein. So on the season, they've given up 3 goals now in their 6th match. Spartans with the throw in, and the Purple Raiders will try to clear it out. Case Western will keep it. They'll have another throw in. Quickly with it is CWRU. They'll just move Cat right down the line. Sydney Shake over there with her. Purple Raiders going to get this one back. Offensively for the Purple Raiders this year, in 2 wins, they've scored 3 goals. In the 3 losses, they've scored 3. Their most goals in a match this year is at Franciscan when they were a 2-1 winner. Spartans under their first-year head coach, Alyssa Johnson. This has been a program that has had an awful lot of success. They are used to winning. Haven't lost yet this year. Shama controls. Coming up trying to win the ball was Katie Rischel. Stepping up, doing a nice job defensively, was Menesis. Good footwork from Shama. With a break, DePino. DePino right side. Try to get a crossing pass, and everybody's knocked down. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Spartans will keep it, and they'll have a corner kick. Alexis Sassauer will do it again. Alexis with an outstanding lead on the corner kick last time. She's ready, and here it goes. It's another good one. And a clear out by the Purple Raiders. Spartans just can't get ahead or foot anything on that corner kick pass, but it's been outstanding. Up and just wide of the post for the Spartans. 9 minutes gone in this opening half from DiSanto Field. Case Western and Mount Union in a scoreless tie. A lot of activity offensively for the Spartans right now. Not much action for the Purple Raiders. Storty in that back end, controlling everything defensively with her team. This is Rischel in the middle. Schenk down the field. Sassauer, Alexis in the corner, trying to get out of that box she was in. And they'll say the Purple Raiders will have the soccer ball. Coming up with a kick steal is DePino in the middle. Left foot, shot on goal in the back of the net. Mackenzie Mueller with a laser beam off her left foot. And the junior from Cincinnati puts her team on the board. That was beautiful. So 10 minutes into this match, Spartans on the board first off the left foot of Mackenzie Mueller. Beautiful Wednesday night on campus. And when the home team scores, the night gets even better. Play in the middle. Storty going to take it left side. Back to the right come the Spartans. Rishel awaits. Ball on her foot. Back to the middle, chasing it down was Schenk. And Purple Raiders knock this one out of bounds. Spartans will have it. Near side touchline, throw in. Boulis. Now the Spartans in control. Bannock kicks it back to the middle. They'll switch sides of the field. Storty. She's got Gutman and Bannock back with her. Trying to chase this down is Sassauer. Back to the middle. Menace is fighting for control of the ball, and Storty is going to roll up on it. Maggie Storty from Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. In the middle for the Spartans, DePino. DePino on a run. DePino with a lead. Schenk, Sidney trying to chase it down, and the Purple Raiders get it out of there. When Cece DePino gets going, that junior from Upper Arlington can really move quickly with a soccer ball on her foot. So it's a throw-in for the Spartans. They're up 1-0. Their goal just moments ago by Mackenzie Mueller on a beautiful left footer. Ball in the middle. Raider defense clears it out. Mount Union trying to keep the ball. Good movement. Far side, Spartans win it, and they'll give it back. Out of bounds goes Case Western. The Spartans have been very good this season in the first period. They have 7 of their 11 goals in the first 45 minutes. Schenk. And DePino in the middle. This is Cece with it. Far side touchline. Cece still with it. Here comes Sidney Schenk trying to win it back. And we've got a whistle. Case Western will throw it in. In the first period on the season, in 5 matches going into tonight, the Spartans have had 63 shots, And that's a high hopper that was cause for a little bit of anxiety as it bounced off the turf here at DiSanto. They have had 63 shots in the first period to their opponent's 11. And they've outscored them 7-0 in that first period over those first 5 matches. Purple Raiders with the ball. They've got an opening. Playing great defense and just chasing that ball out of bounds or knocking it out of bounds is Katie Rischel. Rischel doing a great job in that back end, the senior defender from Pine Richland High School in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Purple Raiders will keep it. Mount Union, on the other hand, has scored just 1 goal all season long in the first period. So the Spartans have scored 7 times. The Purple Raiders have scored just once. They've also been able to get off only 26 shots. So the Spartans have almost tripled that amount when you look at what they've done in the first period offensively. They lead 1-0. 15 minutes gone, opening period. The men won earlier. That match started at 5 right here at DiSanto under a bright sun setting in the west. I can finally see again. I mean, that sun was coming right into the broadcast booth. Thank goodness it dipped below and said goodnight along the residence hall that outline the western and southern end of this beautiful complex here at DiSanto Field. If you've never been to DiSanto Field with the residence halls, as I said, outlining the field on the western side and the southern side as the Spartans go back to the middle, and the Purple Raiders with some nice defense. Case Western putting the heat on, but if you've never been here, you need to do yourself a favor and come here, especially in the fall. The ivy that lines the fence turns colors, red and orange and yellow. It is truly a wonderful college setting. Firm header in the middle by DePino. Spartans will have it. Bannock with Gutman now in the midfield. Beautiful pass. What a lead. Shot on goal. Little hop. And not enough, but Katie Rischel with a real nice effort. Boy, beautiful passing to set Rischel up. If you look at the Spartans statistically this year, Molly Shama leads them with 4 goals. Sassauer has 3 with the goal she has tonight. So she's right behind Shama. Spartans will keep it. Case Western has had 6 players score. Shama, Sassauer, Shank, Goldfarb, DePino, and Saruhouse. Throwing it in will be Rischel. Rischel gets it in, cleared in front of the net. Purple Raiders get it out. Spartans trying to win the ball back. Controlling it, left foot, beautiful lead. Going to have a shot maybe. Oh, coming out aggressively that time and doing a great job was Leanne Williams from Mount Union in goal. Boy, the Spartans put the heat on Williams, and she did not melt. That's good work by the first-year goalkeeper from Poland Seminary High School. Abby Welker now in the game for Case Western. Welker's in the middle of the field, the first year out of Arlington, Virginia. Abby wears number 38. The ball has almost completely been played in the Mount Union end. The Spartan offense has been in control most of the first 20 minutes of this match. I had said earlier when I was going over goal scores in the first 5 matches of the season that Alexis Sassauer had added a goal tonight. Alexis was fantastic as a corner kicker. It was Mackenzie Mueller, who scored her first goal of the season. So Spartans now have 7 players that have scored a goal. Lead pass, Spartans left side, shot on goal, right foot, deflected, and wow, what a play. Sydney Schenk all by herself, and another aggressive defensive play by Leanne Williams in goal. Well, the odds were clearly in Schenk's favor, and Williams got a hand on it. Saved the goal. So Sassauer will corner kick it again. And another outstanding look. Spartans just can't get anybody high enough to get in there and get to that Sassauer cross. That was DePino with a shot. Approaching 22 minutes gone in this opening half. Riley Hutton will come in. First-year forward for Mount Union. Hutton from Salem High School. Purple Raiders trying to figure out this Spartan defense, trying to find a way to control the ball for any amount of period of time, just even 30 seconds to get themselves some type of look. Trying to win the ball. That Spartan defense coming across. This is Sassauer. She'll take it. Abby Welker in the middle of the field. Welker looking downfield, lead pass to Rischel. Katie near the near side touchline. Maggie Storty will take it herself. That was Kaylee Bannock running protection for her goalkeeper. DePino in the middle. Now Bannock with it. Rischel, Bannock. And coming up to get that one will be Williams. Williams scoops it, and Leanne will find a teammate. DePino. Williams again. Leanne's got to feel like she's a shortstop on the softball team right now. She has fielded more ground balls. Some hard-hit ones, too. Rischel trying to come up and get it, trying to win it back. DePino with her. And the Purple Raiders will control the ball. Now in the game for Case Western. Number 33, Allie Shellhouse. Allie, a first year out of Springboro. Springboro High School in Springboro, Ohio. Spartans 3-0-2 on the young season. Just their second home match here at DiSanto Field. This one, as you can see, under the lights on a beautiful mid-September night. Spartans will have it deep in the Mount Union end, as Shellhouse was trying to win that ball for Case Western. The Purple Raiders just kicked it out of bounds. So they'll have the throw in. Shellhouse, and I think it's Carolyn Coutures, who's now in the game for Case Western. Shellhouse, good lead. Spartans with a left foot, front of the net. And nice defense by Mount Union. Spartans really putting the heat on the Purple Raiders right now. And short of one time, Mount Union has answered defensively every time. And the time they didn't, it was just an outstanding shot. You got to give credit where credit's due by Mackenzie Mueller, a left footer that was beautiful. So coming up to control it is Boulis. Trying to win it back for the Spartans is Mueller. Case is going to have it. They'll throw it in. Run in the middle looking for a pass is Allie Shellhouse. Julia Flynn will check in for Case Western. Flynn wears number 12. Julia, a junior midfielder out of Dublin Kaufman High School in Columbus. Mount Union defensively on the season really has done a pretty good job. They have limited opponents in 5 matches to just 54 shots. The Spartans have put a pretty big number up in the first, better than half of this first period. Number of shots. 1 goal, but they've really put the heat on that Purple Raider defense. In the middle of the field, Mueller with it. Right side, and that's an offside. As Sassauer was down the field. Purple Raiders with a look. And just as quick as they got it, they lost it. Mueller with it. McKenzie in the middle of the field. Lost it. Lauren Bailey from Mount Union took it. Here come the Purple Raiders. Nice feed. Give and go. Shot coming up. Nope. Storty, Maggie, charging out of the net with a slide, covered the ball. Firm header. Moves the ball down the field for the Spartans. The Purple Raiders will kick it out, and here comes the throw-in. Coming up to throw it in is Katie Rischel. Alexis Sassauer will take a seat for the Spartans. Ashley Liang will come in and sub in for her. Liang, a first-year midfielder out of Buffalo Grove, Illinois. Ashley wears number 25. And she's right away on defense, trying to win that ball back. Body control, good position. Spartans with the soccer ball. Shellhouse cross field. Purple Raiders chasing. Spartans chasing. Liang almost picked it up. So Ashley, good work on that near touchline. In for Mount Union, Rachel Chenos. Chenos, a freshman forward from Hilliard Bradley High School down in the Columbus area. 30 minutes gone in this opening period. Spartans up 1-0. Working quickly for the throw-in is Katie Rischel. Using her body, good work. Shellhouse still with it. Alley over to Liang. Meredith Foster checks in for Mount Union. Meredith wears 25. Far corner. Spartans going to have a corner kick. Shellhouse, strong kick. A lot of bouncing. Nothing happening, though. Great work again by Leanne Williams. You know, Leanne Williams, this is definitely a storyline that I forgot to mention at the top of this game. She is in goal tonight for the first time this year. Riley Oldfield for Mount Union is their goalkeeper. In 5 games, Riley Oldfield has played every minute. Every second, every minute. 450 minutes total in 5 games. She's given up 8 goals. She's saved 16. 2-3 on the season. She is not in goal tonight. Leanne Williams gets her first look in goal, and she has been outstanding. Spartans looking for some defense. And running off the soccer ball for Case Western was Kaylee Bannock, the sophomore defender. Logan Godfrey will kick it for Mount Union. The Purple Raiders in the corner. Movement out in front of the box. Corner kick, it was a beauty, man. That one almost hooked all by itself. But guess who? Maggie Storty is there to stop it. If you look at Storty on the season, she has given up only 3 goals. She's saved 15. And she's yet to lose. She's pitched 3 shutouts. Activity in the middle. Spartans going to reverse the field. They'll go to that far side touch line, and they'll bring it back. We've got a whistle. Just under 11 minutes left to play in this first period. Spartans up 1-0. The goal came 10 minutes into the match. Mackenzie Mueller with a left foot in front of the net, knocked it in. And that's been it. Haley Stanforth now in the game for the Purple Raiders. Stanforth, a sophomore forward. Haley wearing number 18. Talia Soralski, also in the game for the Spartans. Soralski, a sophomore midfielder. Talia wearing number 2. Kinsey Gutman, along with Storty. And advancing the ball, and then Mount Union now in control. Godfrey picked it up. Blake clears it out. It's a race for the soccer ball. Spartans will have it back. Quick throw in. Bannock near side. Rischel. Left-footed pass. Good spacing, good movement right now by this Spartan offense. Beautiful work keeping the ball. Great lead pass. Case Western's Abby Welker, right side, center pass, activity, and Mount Union will send it back out. What a beautiful effort by Abby Welker. Welker, the first-year midfielder from Arlington, Virginia. This will be Allie Shellhouse. Corner kick with movement. Spartans will keep it, fighting for it, trying to win the ball. Purple Raiders have it. Great activity and effort by Case Western. Nice job by Welker, stealing it back. Welker to the middle. Mueller going to reverse the field, far touchline, right in front of the Spartan bench. So Leanne Williams in goal for Mount Union tonight. Having a real nice night. She's given up 1 goal, but, man, I think she's played great. Spartans have really put some heat on her. Statistically, this season, this is her first action. First minutes, first seconds, first game, first everything in goal this season. First-year player out of Poland Seminary High School. Reese Lipscomb in for Mount Union, another freshman from Green High School in Uniontown. Approaching the 7-minute left mark in this first half. Almost 38 minutes gone. breaking for space and not being able to chase down the ball for the Spartans is Rischel. There was an open space, and Case did a nice job of leading, sending a lead pass to that space. They'll keep the ball, though. Activity in the middle of the field. Abby Welker running left and right, all over the field, chasing the ball, trying to win it back. Gutman. Kinsley trying to give it back to the Spartans, and she will. Taylor Brackett in for Case Western. Brackett, a first year out of Barrington, Illinois. In for Mount Union is number 44, Ella Schmidt. Schmidt, a senior defenseman, or defender. Julia Flynn trying to keep that one in play. Flynn trying to win the ball. Aggressive play. Spartans still with an opportunity. And Mount Union will come down with it. They've got the ball in the middle, in front of the box, and the Spartans are going to send it out as soon as it got in. Boy, that defense tonight by Case Western has been the storyline of this soccer match. Storty surveys the field, decides to go to her right. 4:24 and counting left to play in this first period. Spartans trying to win their fourth match against no losses and 2 ties. Ball on her foot, quickly up the field is Bannock. The Raiders will send it up to the sky. Headshot won by the Spartans, and coming out and chasing and collecting will be Leanne Williams. Taylor Brackett doing a nice job on that far touchline, right in front of her team. Throw in. This is Shellhouse. Allie using her body, trying to keep the ball. Beautiful work by Welker. Abby still ball on her foot. She'll clean it back. Spartans looking for somebody to go. And nice aggressive play by Leanne Williams. Right idea by Case Western, I think, but Williams kind of figured it out. Got to the ball before a Spartan could. Liang, ball on her right foot. Beautiful crossover. Outstanding work. Coming up, looking for the steal, getting it. Spartans in control. Purple Raiders get it back and lose it. Quick throw in. Katie Rischel. She'll do it again. 2:26 left in this first period. Spartans up 1-0. Mackenzie Mueller with the lone goal of this match. Liang trying to win the ball, fighting left and right. Here come the Raiders. Welker gets it back. Nice little pullback. Purple Raiders with it. Minute 30 left. First period. Soralski in the middle. Left foot lead. Liang controls. Back to the middle. Spartans will bring it back. .60 seconds left. Julia Flynn, ball on her left foot. Flynn got hit from behind. Flynn went down, so did the Purple Raider. Spartans will have it. 52 seconds left. Kinsley Gutman from D.C., Washington, D.C. Kinsley's going to take a look. She's got two defenders in front of her, maybe less than 10 yards. And everybody gathering right of the box. Mount Union's done a great job tonight of defending the corner kicks, that free kick. Spartans have certainly had, opportunities in that way. 35 seconds left. And it will be Mount's turn. This is Logan Godfrey. Godfrey, number 6, senior defender. Ten steps by the official backs up the Spartan defenders. Godfrey floater. Spartans trying to get it out. And they will. Allie Shellhouse doing a nice job of just clearing that out of there. We're at 15 seconds left in this first half of play. Inside 10 seconds. Spartans trying to keep that 1-0 lead. Head shot in front of the net. And that's the end of the first half. 45 minutes in the books here at DiSanto Field. Case Western 1, Mount Union nothing. We'll be back with the second half in 15 minutes. And we are ready to start the second period here at DiSanto Field. It is a 1-0 Spartan lead over the Purple Raiders after one period of play in that first half. Spartans had 8 shots compared to just 1 by the Purple Raiders. And one that counted for Case Western came at the 9:58 mark in that first period by Mackenzie Mueller. It was an unassisted goal. And that's the difference in the game right now. Although I would say the true difference is the defense of Case Western. They have been outstanding against anything that Mount Union has tried to do offensively. On the attack, CWRU kicked it far side. Spartans in front of the net. And just a little hop and a skip and a stop by Leanne Williams, the goalkeeper for Mount Union. This is the second game played here in what started at 5 o'clock this afternoon and then stretched into the 7:30 women's match. The men matched up against Marietta at 5 o'clock and came out 2-0 winners. They are 4-2 on the season. Spartan women trying to go to 4-0-2. Lead pass. Here comes Sydney Schenk. Ball got lost in the flurry of bodies there for a moment. This is DePino, Cece. Left footer, high goal! How about Cece DePino? What a play! DePino's footwork, that was a crossover that broke some ankles. That was impressive. Spartans have had 2. I mean, they aren't run-of-the-mill goals tonight. They are impressive. So that one is less than 3 minutes into this second period. Two nothing Case Western. DePino in the middle of the field. Feed, chasing it down, Sydney Schenk. And they'll call an offsides on the Spartans. Cece DePino from Upper Arlington, majoring in biology here at Case Western Reserve. Cece had that second goal. She played in all 18 games last year as a sophomore. She's trying to win the ball back now at midfield. And in those 18 games, 17 of them she started in. Firm headshot by CWRU. Wins the ball back for the Spartans. Cat in control. Nice lead to Shama. Molly, ball on her foot. Back to Cece for a second. 18 games in her sophomore year, 7 starts. 18 games in her first season at Case Western, 11 starts. She had 3 goals and 4 assists as a first year. She had 3 goals and an assist last year as a junior. And with that goal tonight, Cece has 2 goals on the season, yet to have an assist, so she's got 4 points. Spartans again on the attack. Right side, right footer. Goal! Back-to-back quick goals by Case Western. That was Alexis Sassauer. Sassauer with a thunderous right leg gets her 3rd goal of the year. So Sassauer, 5 minutes into the second period, has made it a 3-0 Case Western lead. Purple Raiders will keep it, and they've got some work to do. But they have really not had any opportunities tonight. They just have not been able to control the ball. DePino working hard to get it back. CC almost got it back. Nice effort defensively for Abby Welker for Case Western. Let's go to Sassauer for a moment. The junior with that goal, the 3rd of the night for Case Western. She was honorable mention All-League a year ago, University Athletic Association. Academically, she was on the All-District team. A year ago was her sophomore season. The neuroscience major started in all 18 matches. She had 7 points. DePino knocks that one out of there defensively for the Spartans. Here comes Case the other way. Case on the break. It's footwork or foot race, and hey, there's a little jersey tug in there. Maya Ellison for Mount Union was not happy with Case Western's Molly Shama. And the 2 number 23s got into a bit of a tussle. And the yellow card is out. Spartans will have it. They'll have the kick. We're 7 minutes into this second period, and it is a dominating period for Case Western Reserve. Okay, I think we're ready to go. There's the whistle. A kick is coming. Long floater. Rebound shot sails over the goal. That was Sydney Shank with the follow. It was a pop punt almost. Shank, a senior. Her first year here at Case Western in 2021, she was one of only 9 players on that Spartans team in 2021 that played in all 20 games. That was her first year. 11 starts, second on the team. She had 8 assists. She also scored 2 goals that year. It was an outstanding year. She was Conference Player of the Week in mid-September. She has been a solid player in this Spartan soccer program. Good defense out front by Mount Union. Left footer, far away, and it trickles by the far post. CWRU put a little charge into everybody there. Cat steps up, steals it. Space, good lead. DePino, Cece, ball on her foot. Cece to the middle, shot, sails the net. She wanted that one back. The foot skills that DePino has put on display tonight have been outstanding to watch. On her goal, she went right back to left on a crossover that Allen Iverson, in his days of glory in the NBA when he broke ankles left and right, would have been proud of. That was an ankle breaker on the soccer pitch. DePino going to try to chase it down. Cat gets it for her team. Mount Union coming back. Cat again. Nice crossover. Purple Raiders in the middle. Beautiful defense by number 8. Katie Rischel, for a long time, she's a senior here for Case Western, has been doing just that. Leading the defense. If you look at what Rischel's done, the nutritional biochemistry and metabolism major, a year ago as a junior, started all 18 games. Not only did she start all 18, number 8, in the entire season she missed just 5 minutes of action. This is Cat. Tried to feed the middle, didn't get it. DePino, CC, went left, back right, shot, and it sails the net. Back to Rischel for a moment. Missed 5 minutes of action in the entire season of 18 games as a junior. As a sophomore, started all 22 games. Her first year here, back in 2021, she appeared in 8, and she was already helping the defense back then. Pine Richland High School, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Katie Rischel, number 8, in the middle of that defense. It's amazing to think. An entire season, you miss only 5 minutes. If you look at the stats in that first half for Case Western, as Cat's going to bring it in. Sydney Shank left side. Sydney Shank, ball on her right foot. Shank still looking, and beautiful defense, sliding steal there for Mount Union. If you look at the first half, in goal, Storty, all 45 minutes, of course. Rischel played all 45 minutes. Mueller, all 45 minutes. Gutman, all 45 minutes. Bannock, all 45 minutes. So they had 4 players and then the 1 goalkeeper. So 5 play all 45, including Kate Rischel. In the center, rebound shot, and it's good. That's a goal for the Spartans right in front of the net. Off the rebound, off the crossbar, it bounced in. And I've got to admit, it is difficult to see the numbers on the field right now. There is a kind of like almost like a sunglass. So Welker is going to get credit for the goal. There is a tint on the press box windows that I'm looking through. And the tint during the day works well. At night, it makes it look like I'm in the dark trying to call a soccer game. So apologies to Abby Welker that I didn't get that call right away, but Abby got that goal, the 4th of the night for her team. So 4 goals for the Spartans, 4 different players. Mackenzie Mueller, Cece DePino, Sassauer, and Welker. And it's 4-0. This game has turned into a rout. All that's left now are the minutes to tick away, and there are lots of them. 32-24 left in this match. Two Spartans check in. Avery Ryman, a sophomore midfielder from Livingston, New Jersey. And Taylor Brackett back in action, the 5'5" first-year forward from Barrington, Illinois. Ashley Liang also in the game. And I see Marina Morris out there too. Morris, a sophomore. DePino in the middle of the field. Spartans will change directions. This is Gutman. Gutman and DePino. DePino near midfield. Long lead. It's a foot race, one that the Purple Raiders will win and knock the ball out of bounds. Spartans will keep it. They'll have a throw-in quickly. Purple Raiders win the ball. Spartans are going to win it back. In the middle of the field, it's Welker. Storty. And again from the grad goalkeeper. Maggie Storty. I mean, somebody might want to get her a cup of coffee because she could easily fall asleep tonight. She has had hardly any action in her end. She could just keep a little cup of coffee behind the, I don't know, the far post. Her defense in front of her has been outstanding. This is Morris in the middle. Looking left. Spartan's going to get it back. CWRU will throw it in. Morris is over there along with Ryman, and the Spartans are going to keep it. "17 minutes gone in this second period. Spartans up 4-0. If you want to review the scoring, it's gone like this. In the first period, 10 minutes into it, Mackenzie Mueller opened the scoring for Case Western, 1-0. Raiders lining up for the free kick, centered, and the Spartans will send it out. It was 1-0 at halftime. That score by Mueller stood up the entire rest of that first period. And then in a blitz, in a matter of less than 10 minutes, 3 minutes into the second period, CC DePino scores. 5 minutes into the second period, Alexis Sassauer scores. And then 12 minutes into the second period, Welker scores. Abby Welker adds the fourth goal of the night. So Welker gets her first goal. Mueller gets her first goal tonight. DePino gets her second goal tonight. And Sassauer adds her third. So the Spartans as a team this year, 8 players have scored a goal. Molly Shama leads them with 4. Sassauer's next with 3. Sydney Shank's got 2. Jamie Goldfarb's got a goal. CC DePino's got 2. Kat Saruhouse has 1. Mackenzie Mueller has 1. And Abby Welker has 1. That is spreading the love. Shot from behind, and the Spartans will keep the ball. That was Avery Ryman that took the shot. When you look at the shots taken in the first half, as the Spartans again in that Purple Raider end, even that has been spread out. Spartans had 8 shots taken in that first half, and Kaylee Bannock led them with 2. Everybody else, Julia Flynn, Ashley Liang had 1, Sydney Shank 1, Sassauer, Mueller, Rischel, all 1. So 8 players with a shot. 7 players. Bannock hit 2. Storty trying to work another shutout. Maggie's back there all by her lonesome. Only a few times tonight have the Purple Raiders made any type of serious threat. If you look at the season so far, defensively for Case Western and their graduate student goalkeeper, shutout against Kenyon, 1 goal given up against Pacific Lutheran in a tie, shutout against Baldwin Wallace, shutout against Otterbein in a scoreless tie. The only match this year that anybody's really gotten to the Spartan defense and Maggie Storty in goal were the 2 goals scored by Puget Sound. And that was back in early September. And that was a match that the Spartans still won, 3-2. Shot in front, And the Purple Raiders get it out. Peyton Kyle, number 34, now in the game for Case Western. Kyle, a first-year midfielder defender from Wyoming High School down in Cincinnati. Kyle wears 34. Doherty wanted it back. She wants to go right, and she will. To her right. Far side touchline in front of that Spartan bench. Case Western with the ball on their foot and the 4-0 lead. Chasing it down is Avery Ryman. Purple Raiders will have the soccer ball. Rachel Chenos comes in for Mount Union. Looking out there on the field for the Spartans, we've got Kat Saruhaus. We've got Marina Morris. Taylor Brackett. CC DePino is still in there. This is DePino working hard, far corner. She'll control it. And the flag's up. Spartans will get the corner kick. Avery Ryman's going to line up on the near post. DePino's right in front of the goal. Taylor Brackett will kick it. Brackett, beautiful. And Mount Union doing another great job defending the Spartan corner kicks. The Spartans get great, in my opinion, great corner kicks. I mean, balls that are falling, flying right in front of the 6-yard box. And they just have not been able to get anything on any of those. A head, a foot, anything. So corner kick other side, this is Mueller. See what happens this time. Again, in front of the net, shot off the chest and covered by the Mount Union goalie. Gutman will chase that down, give it back to her teammate in goal. And here come the Spartans at midfield. Controlling is Ryman. Avery looking left, goes left. Ball on her foot is Morris. Morris to the middle. Beautiful pass. And a nice job in goal, charging out and covering up, was Leanne Williams. I think they were being whistled for an offside, Spartans anyways, but Williams was not going to wait for the call. She was going to shut down that play by herself. Ryman trying to keep it. Brackett helping. Taylor centers. Ryman on the head. Coming back out. And the Purple Raiders will win the control. "18 minutes, 10 seconds left in this match. It's 4-0 Case Western. Spartan women trying to make it a doubleheader sweep today for soccer. The men beat Marietta, shut them out 2-0. Spartans just controlling the ball right now. Spacing, finding open spaces. Steady and deliberate. In the middle of the field is Mackenzie Mueller. Near touchline, now with it is Brackett. Taylor with some nice footwork. Taylor with a crossover. Brackett still with it. Mueller. Number 11, Mackenzie Mueller, the junior, with a goal in her hip pocket tonight. Paige Klingensmith now in the game for Mount Union. Klingensmith, a sophomore out of Stowe High School. Ryman controlling for the Spartans. And Morris's pass is taken away by the Purple Raiders. Nice job in the middle of the field, recognizing the cross pass. Coming up and playing real nice defense was CWRU. Zeruhouse again. Pass to the middle. Shot on goal. Nice save. Great pass and shot by Marina Morris. And a better save by Leanne Williams. Ryman going to chase it down. Far right corner. Ryman trying to win the ball. And Purple Raiders going to get it back. 15 minutes left. Spartans in clear command. Hallie Stanforth back in the game for Mount Union. Raiders all bunched up offensively. There's not a lot of space in between this Purple Raider team when they've got the ball. Carolyn Couturis is in the game for the Spartans. Couturis, a senior forward. Spartans will throw it in again. Another Spartan checking in. Alyssa Johnson in her first season leading the Spartan women's soccer team. Allie Shellhouse now in the game. Coach Johnson getting in as many on her roster as she can in this 4-0 blowout. Still 13 minutes, almost 13 minutes left in this soccer match. This is Couturis with the ball on her foot. Carolyn, beautiful move. Lead pass to Mueller. McKenzie to the middle of the field. Firm headshot by the Spartans. Morris had it. And Mountain Union's going to take control of the ball. 12:15 left. Shellhouse up the field. Foot race. Goalie's going to come way out. Shellhouse will have it. Morris in the middle. Winning it for the Spartans will be Peyton Kyle. Kyle going to try to get it back. Peyton chasing the ball, and coming out for Case Western is their goalie. Couturis. Back to Gutman, middle of the field now. Spartans change all the way across. A tight match turned into a blowout in a matter of 9 minutes here in the second half. 3 minutes into the second half, in a stretch from the 3-minute mark to the 12-minute mark, the Spartans put 3 goals on the scoreboard. Cece DePino, Alexis Sassauer, and Abby Welker. Added to their teammate Mackenzie Mueller's first period goal and made it 4-0. 3 minutes in, 5 minutes in, 9 minutes in. Malashama will kick it in from the corner, the junior forward from Scottsdale, Arizona. Shama's corner kick, a beauty. It was a glancing headshot that got kicked out. Storty clears it out for her team. Head pass by Case Western's Couturis. Spartans will have it near side touchline, right in front of the press box here. CWRU will throw it in. This is Katuris with it. And CWRU will just move down the line. Approaching the 8:25 mark left to play in this match tonight from DiSanto Field. So a lot of players in for the Purple Raiders. Number 5, Emily Beach is in from Buchanan-Lincoln High School. She's a grad student. Number 11, Sarah Batens is in, midfielder, senior from Garrettsville. 25 is in Meredith Foster, a senior out of St. Ursula Academy in Toledo. Chloe Salapak, a first-year player out of Tuscarawas Valley High School. And Anya Stopika, a freshman from Hawken High School right here in the Cleveland area. All in the game for the Purple Raiders right now. Spartans with the lead and the ball. Far side of the field for Case Western, Montgomery Essex. Essex, a senior. Montgomery wears number 15. This is Essex. Far side touchline. Montgomery will get it back. She's got the ball on her right foot. She'll kick it to her teammate, Maggie Storti. Maggie will reverse the field. Here comes Case Western. 6:20 left. And clearing it out, coming up and fielding the ground ball is Leanne Williams. Middle of the field for the Spartans. Shellhouse. Alley still with it. Leading her teammate, Katuris. Carolyn's going to run hard, try to chase it down. And Mount Union's just going to kick it out of play. Tell you a little bit about Carolyn Katuris, the senior, who's played a lot in the second half. Redondo Beach, California, majoring in biochemistry this year. A year ago as a junior, started all 18 games. She was all academic, all district. She tied for the lead in team points a year ago with 9. She had 4 goals and an assist. Scored the game winner over Ohio Northern in early September a year ago. And also in that first round tournament win over Grove City, she had a score in the 5-1 win. Started 17 of 22 games as a sophomore. And she played in all 16 during her first year as a Spartan. She has had an outstanding career here at Case Western. Carolyn Couturis. Carolyn's on the field wearing number 7. She's on this near side touchline right in front of us in the press box. Carolyn with the ball on her foot. How about this? Shot. Score! I love it. I love it. Carolyn Couturis. I like to think heard us talking about her. That was set up beautifully. No, it wasn't scripted, but it certainly looked like it. How about that? Shama had the assist. Couturis finished it off, and that's beautiful. That just makes me smile. 42 minutes into the second period. Carolyn Couturis with the 5th goal of the night. Well, the Spartans beat Kenyon 5-0 to start this season back on August 30th. And that was right here at DiSanto Field. And unless another goal happens in the next 2 minutes and 35 seconds, they're going to match that score. Their season high for goals scored in a game. They've scored a goal, the Spartans, in every game, every match this year, except for the last one on Saturday against Otterbein. They were shut out. It was a scoreless tie. Inside 2 minutes left. Spartans are going to move to 4 wins, no losses, and 2 ties on the season. Trying to preserve a shutout. Here comes Mount Union. Shot on goal, bent hard, but coming up and saving it as she has done all, not only season, career, Maggie Storty. Storty this year, and now the 6th match, she had 450 possible minutes to play in goal, and she's played in all 450, and that's before the 90 that she'll add to that tonight. So after tonight, 540 out of 540. As a matter of fact, that's kind of been her career, short of her first year. I guess you could say the worst thing to be on the Spartan roster is a backup goalie to Maggie Storty. She does not come out. As a matter of fact, on the roster, there are only 2 backups listed, and they're both first-year players. So the future is in the hands of Ellie Polinen and Pia Sakdev. Both first-year goalkeepers. One from Georgia, one from Arizona. They had to go all the way to Georgia and Arizona to replace or get a backup for Storty. And that is it. The clock has hit 0, and it's a shutout for the Spartans and their 4th win of the season. Mueller scored. DePino scored. Sassauer scored. Welker scored. And Couturis scored. 5 individuals, 5 goals. Team win, 5-0. Case Western Reserve over Mount Union. From DiSanto Field tonight, we hope you enjoyed it. It certainly was entertaining if you're a Spartan fan. Have a great night.